we are on the Chicken to Sagada. Christina, kind of a rushed morning this morning?
Very rushed. No coffee. Oh, one coffee.
This doesn't happen very
breakfast.
often, but the odd hotel wants you to be out by 10 a.m., not 12. And I was just happening to look at the house rules. And apparently we were
10 a.m.
We were in a 10 a.m. hotel, so and we discovered that at 9:30, and there was penalties for staying late.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll grab a coffee in Sagada.
Yep.
Oh, Christina and I are relaxing on a bench in front of the church in Sagada. And you may notice that we're dressed differently. That's because it feels a lot like Tunkwa Lake in the springtime here. In other words, piney forest, some bananas around, but pine trees mostly up on those hills. Cooler weather, cool breeze. We're sitting in front of the church. We kind of had to rush out of Bontoc. We got up this morning in our room at the Churia A.
Churia.
That's that right, Christina?
Yeah. In a restaurant.
We're kind of, slowly waking up after a late night with some of the local folks. And I checked the house rules, and instead of having to leave at noon, we had to leave at 10 a.m. And if we didn't leave at 10 a.m., there would be financial penalties. I discovered this at 9:30. So I had to ditch plans for showering and those things. We didn't have time to do a review, including a Christina review of the Churia A. So let's do that now. I took some quick shots of the hotel room. First of all, Churia, I was very grateful to get in there. It wasn't easy getting a room in Bontoc because pretty much had to phone to get a room. You couldn't book online for any hotel that I found. And a lot of hotels either were closed because of the impacts of the pandemic, or they just weren't answering their phones. So we were very grateful to get in the Churia. Once we got in, the room itself was quite clean. It was small. There's 3 beds in there. It's a small room. It was the toughest room I think on this trip I've had doing my morning exercises. I barely fit between the walls and the beds and the various things in there to do exercises in the morning. So that tells me that it was a pretty tight room. The washroom, Christina succeeded in getting warm water out of the shower.
Once.
She's more patient than I. I basically boiled water and used the Tabo, and that seemed to work out fine. I had good internet. I was able to upload videos. I was able to do a number of things for fun and for work with the Wilderness Committee, a breaking news story on spotted owls, for instance, and I was able to communicate quite fine. So I just feel fortunate to get in the Churia. I had a good time there. Bontoc is a really special town, and a lot of the best stuff I didn't film because it was so personal, interacting with people up at the rice terraces, and they offered, and I partook of food that they just offered, no payment, just good old-fashioned hospitality. Met lots of people in town, just wanted to talk. Bontoc is a really special place. You can tell it has a different culture in the mountains, and it's a little less rambunctious, less, more reserved than down in the lowlands. But once people figure out it's okay to talk to you, man, you have some great conversations. Anyway, Bontoc, great town. Churia, I would recommend it. Be aware, Bontoc has, I think, less choices, and so Churia is clean in the rooms.
But
Christina's gonna get. Probably now is time for me to say, what does my opinion matter? We're all waiting for Christina's opinion of her time in the Churia. Christina, take it away.
Well, Churia, if you have no place to stay, it's good enough. The room is clean, but when we woke up in the morning, there's brown water in the sink. So I did my what do you call that?
Plunger. We call that a plunger.
I use a plunger to get rid of that. So the whole time we were there, we never used the sink. Okay?
No, after seeing that brown water, I never went near the sink.
There's no sink, right? And hot water. They promised hot water. The hot water only came once. Our room is clean, but small. That's all my complaint.
But Christina, how many thumbs up?
Probably I will give them one because sometimes you have no choice where to sleep. I'd rather sleep there than on the street of Montauk. But we were told that if you sleep on the street of Montauk, you'll be fine. Nobody will rob you. So yeah, probably one. Too many rules. There's so many rules. And I am a person who hates rules. I know how to respect people. I know how to respect belongings,
Oh, that's
surroundings. There's so much rules.
Up here, it's not just the
I'm not a
hotel.
kid.
It's not just the hotel. Up here in Mountain Province, for the first time, we've run into both in Bontoc and Sagada curfew. So in Bontoc,
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, you're not supposed to be on the street. Here in Sagada, it's 9 o'clock.
9.
Curfew for everyone, including and especially Christina and I. But we're in our place anyway. Interesting, eh? Curfews
Yeah.
in these towns. So it's not just the hotels. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's our report on the
now.
Churia. Yeah. Hey, if you're lucky enough to get in there, you are lucky because this place has a fantastic culture, fantastic people, and it kind of feels a lot like you'd recognize in some Canadian towns. You are on the edge of something here. You're on the edge of something big mountain country, really interesting little communities. And so it's a bit rough around the edges. And if you get in the Churia, I say again, consider yourself lucky because I get the sense there's not a lot of choices. And Churia, it'll do. It'll do just fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's our report. Everything's so different here in Mountain Province. Pine forests, a lot less Spanish history up here and a lot more American. And of course, tribal history. This place, wow, it's a strong culture.